sorry about a minute, like a little, well, about 30, 40
Whoa! You're supposed to let me know. You frightened me.
Well, I told you. I said, oh my God, here I am, just reading through chat and yammering on.
Talking about how to pronounce people's names.
Yes. All right, guys. So I've gotten a note up on the fact that Sharon she did not get a recliner, or she did not get a lathe. She got a recliner. Husband thinks you need to take it easy, not another hobby. I've read that part. That was part of that part. All right, let's see who our participants are. Please do remember that if you want me to say hello to you, I need to know that you're here. How do I know that? Well, you say hello in the chat, and then you just become, you're not just a number. You're a face in the chat, which we like very much. All you have to do is say hello. You don't have to chat along. I know sometimes everybody has different feelings on, chatting in there, but we do like to say hello. So let's do that. We've got Angela, Ann, Arnetta, Barbara, Brad, Christy, Connie, Cookie Wookie, also known as Mo, Dana, Eva, Evie, Jeanette, aka Jeanette, I always love that, Lisa, Nisi, Ricky Nordmeyer, Robin, Susan, and Sharon at Texture Junkies. Woohoo! Now, for those of you that are here, please do give that thumbsy upsy right here in the beginning. It is extremely important. Lets other people know, hey, I'm here, you should be here. Let's all get together and talk in the chat and maybe have a laugh. That's what we're doing. And some Thursday thoughts. We are doing that.
Yep. We are.
All right. I need to pop out my chat. Let me do that. Meat malt. And then what else do I need to say? Oh, hey, this is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together we are
PM Artist Studio.
Your ear must be better. Is it better? She got a little haircut.
Yeah, I gave it to myself.
Yeah, well, people know you. They know that that's what you do.
Yeah, if it sticks out, I cut it off, and it was starting to stick out.
Very rarely does she pay somebody to cut her hair.
I did, and I wasn't especially pleased with it. She did some weird things on the side.
Oh, when you did pay, yeah.
And
it's hard for people to be knowing what to be doing.
I don't like that business of shaving the necky shavy.
Necky shavy? No, not a fan.
No, hell no. It's a
Heck
upkeep.
No. All right. Hey, Fiona. Did I say hello to Susan? Susan, did you pop up? Hello. Is it Brigitte? Hello, from Germany. I would assume it's Brigitte.
Oh my goodness, what time is it there?
Yeah. Yeah, what? I think it's 6 hours difference. So like 9 o'clock at night-ish.
Oh, well, that's not too bad.
I think. Debsy, she says that she would like to get a haircut lesson.
I just hold it up in the air.
Cut it off.
I cut it off.
It takes a couple days sometimes because some things.
Sometimes I notice that, I need a bit more right here.
It's a feeling.
And, the problem is my mirror is like over yonder. And when I sit here and put my makeup on, I'm like, oh my gosh, look at that big lump of hair there I missed.
It's 10 p.m. in Germany, and it's 9 in the UK.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just messing around.
And 10 p.m. in the Netherlands. All right, let's get on with some Thursday thoughts.
Let's get on with some Thursday thoughts here. I even wrote down some things. There's a reason for that.
Let me know when Let me know when to go topside, or if and or when.
Okay, well, I think I'd just like to read some of these things here because really, and then we can go topside and I can talk about my beautiful colored penciling rendition here.
Okay.
Okay, well, it's the end of a project.
Right, Sharon.
The circle book just needs to be bound. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't remember.
Well, no, that's not necessarily true. The cover needs to be done, and we might work on that a little bit today, collage-wise. But really, we wanted to just put the circle book to the side a little bit.
Because I'm really kind of tired of it.
That was what brought on the Thursday thoughts.
And that's, and that's kind of where I am on this whole thing of end of projects. I'm not a good ender.
And hello, stitching.
And I think sometimes psychologically that's why I just put unfinished things aside, is because I don't want to have to deal with that emotional thing about endings. And what I would do at school, and you know, kids, once you get them started on something and they like doing it, they're good at it, they get good at it, and then they have ideas. Kids do have ideas. And they don't always coincide with yours,
Right.
but nonetheless.
I have one that's, you know, built a camp in 2 different parts of my house. Brett said if there was a train track next to it, she might be hopping the trains. Looks like a hobo camp over here.
She's got her little clothesline strung across. And she's
He has
taking
an
her
interview with her. Well,
yeah, it
we
is.
might put that in Makers.
It's pretty.
I know you guys would enjoy it.
It's pretty funny.
Oh, Colleen would like to know, are you sad or relieved?
Sad or relieved? I think it's
Brenda.
both. You know, and I
Yeah.
think it's one of those complex emotions that you just can't really put your finger on. And
Yeah.
sometimes those are the kind that are the most difficult to deal with, formulating a plan. And I think that, you know, that's where I am. And I am
Caroline.
kind of sad in a way, because it's really nice to have something already prepared, laid out, and you know when you get up the next day, that's what you're going to be working on. There's no mystery, there's no hesitation or whatever. You just get to it. And there is that, and I like that
Hey, Niece.
feeling of not having to make decisions, just get up and carry on. But all good things must end, and so must the circle book go away. No, it's not going to go away.
Yeah, let's be real. Nothing ever, I mean.
You know, I'll probably still, and that's one of the reasons I don't like to wax the pages, is because that's really
Finality.
sticking a fork in it.
This was always my feeling on gardening. And she used to just crack up because I would have everything in containers. And I'm like, well, number one, it seems that every time I plant something in the ground, it dies. But in a container, I seem to do quite well because I can just put it in the right spot, move it around. It's near the patio. I remember to water it.
Yeah, there is that.
There's
And
all of that.
Did we get our maple tree potted up?
Now we need to.
Is
We've
that
got the pot. We've got the dirt.
Oh.
You know, it's just we
Does
need a
it-
man with a shovel, and he
Oh.
needs assistance. So
I'm telling you what, that shovel business, that is hard on a lot of parts of your body, and
yeah, and
it's
it's
hard
hot
on
out.
your foot.
Yes.
I think we should probably just leave that for like a late fall when it's cooler
Well, I know
anyway.
the poor thing is just frying out there.
Well, we could make a little
Oh, we should.
canopy.
We could. Izzy would totally be on board with that.
Well, I think we should just canopy it. The problem with canopies in Texas is the wind blows.
Well, yeah, and I don't know what the HOA feels about all that. But anyway, let's get back to Thursday
Okay.
thoughts, not tree thoughts.
Okay, all right. So, really don't like endings, but we all realize that, you know, something that has to give. And I have this really cool little
Caroline votes for
illustrative
triangles.
drawing here that I made, that when we go topside, we'll be able to see it. Also, this is a time when you evaluate. You think about what worked, what didn't, what would you do differently, what would you do the same. And you can actually write all those things down, or you can just, you know, mentally make note.
Yeah.
I don't know, I do a little of both, but the main things that I think really I wanted to stress on this whole process was, number one, collate and
there you are.
adjust your prints after doing the hole punching. The hole punching part, if Mariah has to keep track of the order in which it makes it much more stressful for her. And it's just really something that doesn't need to happen. It doesn't need to be stressful for anyone. She punches holes in them, hands them over here, and you saw what we did.
That was super fun. That you know, it seems crazy that spending that much time on us playing, you know, Arty Solitaire. But it was fun. Didn't you guys have a good time? I thought it was pretty fun. Now I think we went over a little longer than I wanted to about it all, but that's okay.
Oh, we got her done.
Yeah, got her done. Oh, how many pages did it?
Oh,
what was
I
the
wrote them
count?
down here.
Yeah.
I counted one bunch. And the other one was slightly, less.
So just to kind of give you guys, I don't know if you noticed when I changed the thumbnail or if you've seen some, I think I posted even over on Instagram, but the picture, I was like, I've got to split these pages so that way it looks cohesive in the photograph, because I want to tell this, in a photograph, I have to tell the story very quickly. So it says, hey, oh, that looks interesting. That looks, ooh, I'm interested in that, rather than, okay, that looks like a hot mess of stuff. I really want no part of that. Thank you very much.
I'll move on.
Hello, Louise. And Kathy, we got some people popping in here. You guys that are coming in, please do give the thumbsy upsies. Let people know we've just kind of begun here. It lets others know to come on in.
We just started talking about endings.
They also asked about Van. Van is good.
Van, well, he said he felt kind of beat up, and I imagine that's how you feel when you fall downstairs. I've never fallen downstairs, nor do I intend to. But
I would appreciate it if
considering the fact that, he just toppled backwards.
She saw it.
Good Lord, I gotta watch the, sat here and watch the whole thing with a whole, like, ah! But, as Mariah said, well, it's a good thing you weren't close. You might have both fallen down the stairs.
Yeah.
That would have been really great. Tumble over each other.
Yeah, then we have two people going to the hospital.
But anyway.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't even really think we probably needed to go to the emergency room, but
hey,
better safe than sorry.
I'm kind of glad that he did, because I think it alerted us to some other things, and now he has a new doctor, so,
Yeah.
We're kind of happy about that.
And I'm happy about that because I did not like his other doctor.
Nixie, welcome to the Powsy Wowsy. We appreciate you joining the members. Thank you very much.
Oh.
Hey, and that actually brings me to a whole thing. I mean, obviously one of the quickest, fastest, freest ways to support us, the channel, is to just give that thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. But if you guys want us to take it a little step further, we do have our Arty perks. That is at the top of the chat. If you want to, click on that, it'll take you over there and sign up as like Nisi did. We very much appreciate any and all support. We love that you guys show up, hang out, number one. And then we have the makers of Mixed Media Art and Artist Facebook group. If you want to come over and hang out with all of these lovely folks, that's where we do that. One of our mods will probably drop in that link. Or you can always click the information down below. All of it, that's there, plus more. Right now we're kind of wrapping it up on, or did you have more Thursday thoughts?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay, keep thoughting. Never mind, keep thoughting.
Okay, I'm thoughting.
Okay.
All right, that was number 1. Collate, adjust after hole punching.
That was very much enjoyed, by the way.
Oh, good. Well, I worried about that because I was like, I don't know how interesting I would find this. Although I really would, because, I tried to move along quickly enough that we weren't just, like, looking at one print for 15 minutes. I can do that, but that's, Number 2, gesso the inside and the outside of the cover before you put your artwork on. Because I kind of messed it up and I had to do a little missionary work and fix it.
Yeah.
Because I got gesso on the other side. But I've got my black panels all done and ready.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so I glued down those panels before you. Didn't think about that.
Yeah, that was not... Well, what we initially were going to do was glue down another print to the other side, so we thought we didn't need to do that. But then I changed it and decided I wanted to do collage type stuff on the other side, and that necessitated covering up the image that was on the Christmas card. Yeah, okay.
Francis thoughting sounds terrible if you don't know what it actually being said. Thanks, Fran. These are good thoughts. Mostly.
Thoughting, yes. We're
thoughting.
Making it into a verb. It's the process of
That's like
making thoughts.
Patty said that she's now turned Joe into a verb. She's, Uncle Joe something.
She's Uncle Joeing her.
Yes. She's gonna Uncle Joe that, layer of paint.
Okay. All right. Well, and then number 3, and this is what Mariah would have you do. Mariah, don't you dare even say it. Okay. I want you all to tell me, what would Mariah say we should be doing at this juncture?
Now, you remember, we got to give them a little time.
I'll just wait.
Yes. What do you guys think? What would I say? that's an important thing to do once a project is complete. Stitching Arc would like to know who Van is. Van is Patricia's husband. Not my dad, but her husband.
Yes.
Spray it.
Spray it.
That's great.
Oh, that's a good
there
one.
we
But
go. Mo has it. So she says tidy and clean, and then Catherine says spray it, and then Christy says organizing.
Oh,
Anne
yes.
says post it.
Post it.
Yeah,
That's a good one too. Okay,
Yeah.
well, my thought was she told me that I needed to tidy up and
Clean room.
and put away the stencils that I wasn't going to use. But the reason I'm not doing that right now is because I still might use those same stencils, and it's a whip digging them back out.
Here's another couple good ones. Throw a party. Debsy says, and then Linda Park says add gold.
Add gold. Yes, all of those are
Yes.
absolutely yes.
Ah, that's fun. I love it.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh, great job, Mom.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
She does do that.
I
Okay.
cheerlead her
Now
all
you
the
can
time.
top side me.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay. I wanted to bring this up just very quickly because I know a couple of you were messing around with the colored pencils. Well, actually quite a few.
Yeah.
And I wanted to show you one other little trick. Okay. Use complementary colors. Colors opposite of each other on the color wheel.
Scares me when you grab up there and do things.
Okay, so I'm going to use red and green. And this is actually raspberry. So it's kind of
it's pretty
really
red.
close to that one.
Yeah.
Okay, and green. Because those two together are going to make a lovely shadow, and you can really
Hello, Amelia.
control your shadow like most effectively.
Oh, you see.
I
Yeah.
love
Reach.
those magnet things.
Your light went a little further up, I think, than it normally is.
Oh no, I did that.
Don't you bonk that camera? Thank you. Appreciate it.
I was doing that when I
There
was
you go.
doing Izzy. Okay, so you need sharp pencils. Most important thing. This one over here I've already done with both red and green, but now I'm going to come back with the green, and this is the area that I want to emphasize, so I'm really going to come in and I'm making little tiny circles and blending out as I go. But look at that. Isn't that incredible? All of a sudden you have this little shadow that says, oh yeah, this is a rounded object.
Oh, thanks, Mo. That is very true. That color wheel that you just saw there is a free downloadable on our website.
Yeah,
Thanks, Mo.
it is.
I'll tell you what she's
Okay,
on it.
so if you go in little circles like this with a really sharp one, then you're not going to have a line where your pencil went. You can also do the cross hatching method, which, you know, I sometimes do that.
I'm gonna pull
And
out just
whichever
a little
way
bit
you
of
went one time, you go the
we
different
go.
way the next time, yada yada boo boo.
that. Yada yada boo boo.
Okay, enough said there. All right, closing up the book. And I don't know, I wanted to talk about this just briefly. The circle shadow technique. Here's some things I think that are important to note. Can you see my tape there? You can see my tape
Hi,
there.
Lizzie Beth.
What did I do with my one? Mariah was saying, she told me today, she said, could you stop using those stencils that you
With-
put together? Because I
Well,
said,
you at least have to preface it. Hey, it's on this one over here. Turn your, other cart. There you go. Is that the one?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the one that has the tape on it.
Well, because I don't want anybody to, like, come in and then be mad that, they're like, well, mine didn't come like that. Well, no, it's not going to. You got to put your own together with
Tired
your
of
tape.
explaining that they don't arrive like this.
And it's
This is a kit that requires
That's
instructions and
guess we could
construction once you get it.
We could sell it as a kit if you wanted to glue your own together.
Yeah.
That is a possibility.
Yeah. And this is where that washi tape, because that's what I did this with. I mean, that's some sticking stuff once you have 2 or 3 layers of paint on it. But the reason this works better than the one that is, you know, comes from the shop already cut, I don't have one of those handy. I do own one, it's just not here, is because I have actual overlapping on this stencil because they're on top of each other, physically on top of each other, not visually on top of each other. Does that make sense? So that in and of itself. Also, it really helps if you've got, the more paint is on here, the more interesting it's going to be out here. The more interesting pickup it's going to be because it will have texture to it. So that there is that. Now I think, and I'm sorry, I don't remember who this person was, maybe you do, Mariah, that was talking about the stencil that she was using was Mylar. Well, unless it's really pretty heavy duty thick Mylar, because see this thing, I can flop it. It comes off and it's easy to do. And the reason I do that is because these white places here, that is where it completely picked up a whole layer of paint and pulled it off of the plate. So I hope that's helpful. Okay, enough of that. Enough of that. Now, I have stencils that I've never used. I know you find that hard to believe. But, you know, I kind of get stuck on one. And I just keep using it because I like it a lot. And I
think you guys kind of get a favorite. I know they were talking about even earlier in the chat that that they, you know, different ones that people were using. And
well, this is the new guy on the block, and I'm going to use the little one because look what I've got here. I can do some different things on each side.
Yes.
Look at that. And they'll be right next to each other, provided I don't, you know, muck it up. But these prints that you have put aside because you think they're interesting, but they're just really not everything they could be. And the other thing that you can do that probably would be a good idea.
Well, remember, Joe now has his coffee buddies, Trudy,
yeah.
and Mabel.
I've got
That's
those
right.
here.
Baby Joe. Like Fran was talking about.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And I quite like this one. I'm not sure. This one really is a flopper because it doesn't have, it has a lot of open space in it. So, yeah.
Fran plans on making some wonky circles and gluing them together.
Very good, Fran. I highly recommend that.
Yes.
And I know that you can do that. Okay, I found this really kind of boring brown thing, but it does have some kind of cool little things out here and some little areas where I didn't get the paint mixed up. Yeah. So, and I was looking around here, we had, you know, I had to grab my scissors and run down and bandage up the, because he did have some, he had a huge cut on his hand and on his elbow. One on his hand was pretty bad. And I don't know what I did with my scissors. Mariah, do you see them?
Oh, I have some gray ones over here. You want those?
Well, yeah. I was looking for my new ones that I knew would cut. But the reason I'm doing this is it's just a good idea.
Trudy the flopper. I like that. Oh, there we go. That's funny.
Yeah, Trudy flops.
No, Lisa, do not feel bad about dirty stencils. Dirty stencils work.
I really, and you know, if you do get to the point where, and I would say, caution, when you have a stencil that has really small little places where they get clogged up, you probably want to keep those washed, and I do. I haul those off to the sink and wash them right away, because there's nothing worse than having all of a sudden a stencil that's no longer a stencil because all the really cute little parts are plugged up. Yeah, just there is that. That's why I had this. I love this one. This is called, well, I call it dancing jazz. I don't, what is it called, Mariah? Dancing graffiti.
Yes, dancing graffiti.
Okay, I'm putting these guys back up there because I don't want to use those right now. They're not in the works. Okay, somewhere I have little ones of these, but I don't know where they are. I must have put them in here under something else, or they were with another one that I was using. I don't know. Who knows? Oh my goodness, we've got something to pull here. Look at this. This will be a good candidate. This is a clean off, obviously.
That's a good one.
Yeah. And you know when they come off there, it's just best to just take a few minutes and back roll them so they're flat. This will be good with, because I'm going to do Nautilus too. But I need to remember that. Okay. So, I've got this all ready to go. I love the fact that this can go down like this. And I've got two of them here. I want to talk about this very quickly, because on this print, I don't know if you can see it or not. I have a smooth surface here, but over here, where it's picked up 2 or 3 layers, can you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to print the same way this is.
Anne says it's painful when your little parts are plugged up. It is.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, I could talk about that, but I'm not going to.
Oh, Fran, you just have to close down the little holiday page. Are you on like your Kindle thing or whatever?
What you talking about?
Oh, because there's a pop-up whenever you go to our website. Just have to close that.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Fran's looking through things.
Permanent maroon. I like this color. I'm very happy that I can find this color. Now, why didn't I put down something before I put down my stencil? Well, because I'm sort of using my stencil as both stencil and mask. And that will become more evident here in just a sec. Well, I'll tell you what, my brayer, I had this all built up right out in there. I was going, man, what's creating that middle thing there? Oh yeah. How about that? And remember, if you're using your stencil this way and you're putting your paint down, use a little bit more than you would otherwise. And you're going to have to really push down on that brayer to get it into the spots where you want it. Okay. Voila.
I understand the pain, Darcy.
What? What pain?
She says, now that I've cleaned up the hot case so that's spilled on her leg, I can eat and give my full attention until her hubby starts chatting again. She wears big headphones, yet still talks to me.
I'm always talking to Mariah, and I'm thinking she's ignoring me, but then she's got those headphone things on and she's listening to something or something else. Cool. And quickly, we can get another one here. I don't think I'll use that one. I think I'll use this one.
All right, I'm gonna leave you on your own for about 2 seconds. I have to take my phone to Brad because he has to make a call from my phone.
Well, we're going to talk about this.
Okay, you guys be good in the chat.
Yes, and remember, I'm not seeing you.
That's right. She didn't see. I'll be like 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
Look at this. Now, see, that's, and I still have some stuff there. But isn't that the coolest thing? I think it is. And you can see that the background is showing through because I put the stencil down without any paint, so it became a mask rather than a stencil. Okay, so we will put that aside for a minute. And let's get back to this. while I've got this out here, we're just going to go ahead and use maybe some of this blue. We'll have a little bit of purple going on here, I think. And the blue on top of the yellow is going to create a green. Maybe a bit froggy. I don't know. We don't really know. Okay, boy, I didn't get enough paint down there. Let's see if this is even going to pick up anything. Maybe just the right amount. You never know. I don't know if that was wet enough to pick that up or not. Some of it. Okay. Kind of like that. It made it even more distressed looking. And it did come off kind of a purple. Really didn't have enough going on with the blue. Oh, okay, I like it. I like it. I may not like it forever like it, but I like it now. All right, we've got, I apologize for my messy. I just didn't feel like, okay, that's what we've got on the plate. Can you see it? Can you see it? Oh, well, fortunately. Okay, I don't really think it's enough that it's going to make a big, huge difference in things. I want to do something a little bit transparent. I want to do a different technique here. Let's try this blue. Goodly amount. We're going to pull the first one with tissue so that we just have lines. And I did cut up some of my carnival tissue paper. Is that carnival? That's not carnival. Where'd you go? Oh, Lord. Into manageable sizes because I didn't want to deal with that great big sheet. Although I was going to do that because that's what Fran does. She just whips that sheet around and flips and flops and goes here, hither and yon. And
did you miss me?
yes, of course. You weren't here.
That's funny. Ooh, I really like how this is looking. It's kind of like little pezzes together. Yeah, stacked pezzes. Not fezzes. Pezzes.
Pezzes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Pezzes is this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, see, they
I mean, this is not like, oh, wow, but this is a nice layer.
yeah.
Nice layer we got going there.
Yeah, see, look, they were very tempted to act badly while I was gone.
They were.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Hello, Adrienne. So glad you're here.
And we have a nice little piece of tissue paper that I can send to someone.
Yeah, I've been sending those to you guys. I hope you enjoy them. I know they're not like, you know, wowie zowie, but I think it should be fun to play with.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you wouldn't feel bad about doing anything with it. So please don't feel bad about chopping it up or printing right over it.
Yeah.
Hi, Lisa. No worries. Glad you're here.
Pressure.
Kathy liked the neutral.
Yeah. And I don't really, I'm thinking this needs something more dramatic over the top of it, but I don't know what yet. And I think you should definitely know what you're going to put on top, okay? Now, obviously, this has some stuff already on it, but I think this is really cool stuff over here. And what I want to do...
Oh, thanks, Colleen. That's so sweet. Darcy has found black chalkboard paper. Has anyone tried that on a gel plate? And
I have not.
it's black paper that comes on a roll. Like, is that what they advertise it though as? Is like a chalkboard? I don't know. I would say if you are going to use it, I would probably test a little corner of it on your plate just to make sure.
Yeah, for
nothing
sure.
weird. I mean, I don't think it's like photo paper, but
For sure. For sure. Okay, we're gonna use a bit more paint here. And I could use,
Gayla?
I've already got this one. Hey, Gayla!
She says, P&M received my beautiful organic stencils. What I love most is I will be able to use them in such a way I can make designs that will be my art rather than recognizable as someone else's work. That's why I call them mixed media tools. I started changing that on there because I was like, you know, we hope that you guys chop them up, Frankenstencil them, use them in the background, make them your own. That's one of the things that I really love about all the little masks and the smaller pieces, because you can put them in configurations that then are your own.
There you go. Your own.
But then we have some big, you know, good stencils if that's what you want. We like that too.
Yeah.
Plus, it's good to layer that.
I'm fixing to do some layering here.
All right, she's threatening now. She's gonna do some layering. Just hold on, y'all.
I have to push on this really hard because it's like 4 layers of paint anyway.
Yes, I would love to have a little sample of that, Darcy. Thank you. Ooh.
It's kind of smushy because the texture that's already on the print.
I
But
like
I
that.
think that's kind of, this would be cool to then mask it and do something else.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not enough off of here, so I'm going to grab some of my tissue paper and go ahead and get that off because I really do want those lovely lines, which we're going to then put over this little guy. If you can't see your paint through your tissue paper, then you probably need to do a little bit
Hey,
more.
Alicia.
Oh, the Alicia.
She has been talking about your cookies like for days.
Oh,
Ever since you posted them.
I was just like, oh my God, those are so beautiful. I would never be able to eat them. She said she didn't make them for her mom anymore because she was the same way.
Like, forever, like put them in some, what is it, like the acrylic blocks. You could forever have the cookie.
Well, that wasn't too terribly impressive, but we've got a really nice layer now.
Oh.
This is my favorite color combo here.
I saw that you posted that in Makers, Lisa. She received her 72 count Prisma pencils. See, I think when we did our comparison, did we do the, I think we did the 24. Because we were like, seriously, she already had some colors and things, but we just wanted to kind of keep it, you know, apples to apples. But we got the 24 set. But there's a 72 one that's on sale.
Yeah. You always do better buying the sets.
Yeah.
Price-wise. Always.
Oh, Linda, that
always.
is, okay, that's called Parquet Pourquoi. Don't be mad at me. I had to, like, had to do it.
I don't really understand some of these things. But
Yeah, Linda, there. It's this
I
one.
do not have
No,
to understand everything.
she does not.
I do not have to.
I'm just convinced that people are out there. See, why would you put down parquet flooring? Parquet pourquoi? Why? Because it looks beautiful like this.
Look at that. Look at that. It's amazing. Fran, you give me a thumbs up there.
Oh, and then there was some talk about that this was the beginning of the square book.
Oh.
Because that was supposed to be like, you know, one of the, that was a suggestion.
The square book.
Yes. See, Colleen told Christy, look, it looks like they've already started their square book. Yeah, that's some lovely on fuego business there.
Yeah. I really like that a lot. Really like that a lot.
Now just remember, you saw it here. you'll probably only ever be able to recognize little bits and pieces of it because it probably will never look that way.
Oh yeah, no.
She'll do things to it.
This is very true. That is very, very true.
Yeah.
All right, now.
Oh, Caroline really wants triangles. I think we only have one triangle stencil. Although the chevron would go very well with triangles.
Yeah, well, remember we do have the one that looks like a Navajo blanket.
That's the one. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to put this aside and make sure it's nice and dry because we'll come back to it. But for right now, we're going to go with... Oh, great. I've got some stuff on my plate.
Oh, she wasn't going to clean up that much anyway.
Yeah,
she's always got something on a plate. Looks like you were sgraffitoing.
Kind of was. It was some... See the mucky muck that was on there?
Uh-huh.
And then I put this other one on, and it...
That was just some...
I don't know.
That was some mucking around.
And you know what I'm going to pull it all with? Red.
Darcy says any angles, not just triangles.
Oh, angles. She said not.
Just, what's your angle?
Angle of your dangle?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Careful who you ask that.
Yeah. We'll be getting those inappropriate comments.
Mm-hmm.
We all.
All things geometric.
Now, unfortunately, this will
very,
need
very red.
a resting period.
Mm. My eyes do.
I think it's going to look splendid, and I'm going to show you in just a minute what I mean.
Oh, and then you can put them together and make hexagons. There you go.
Oh, I like how you're thinking. Yes. I probably could have braided a little bit more of that off. The reason I didn't is because I already had 2 layers on there. I needed a little bit thicker layer to help and pull it all up. That's my thinking. I don't know if that's true or not, but that has been my experience. Look how wonderful that's going to look. Very graffiti-y.
Oh, yeah. Murdery on the back, pretty cute on the front. It's like a mullet.
Okay, that was going to rest up and have a timeout.
Party up front, murder in back.
So we'll just get a... This one does have a little bit of mucky muck stuff on it, but I don't think it's going to be a...
And she was going to clean her paper, but then she was like, meh.
Yeah, I apologize because I know that is so distracting.
Well, why don't you just put down a paper? Or some of the stuff that Sharon sent you. That works really well.
It does.
The mullet murders, yeah.
Slip this little thing in.
Okay.
There we go. How about that? Now we can see. I can see. Well, I am going to have cataract surgery. So here's what they say. You only do one eye at a time. I don't know what's up with that, what the reasoning is, but anyway, that's what the reality is. So they're going to do this eye. And supposedly I'm going to have like 20/20 vision. So I have to pop out the lens in this eye, but I need to keep this one in because I can't see. So I'll be walking around, with something I can poke my eye with. There's nothing stopping it. And I'm a little concerned about this whole...
I mean, I guess if you're that worried, like, are you accidentally poking your eyeball every once in a while? Should I be worried about you in other ways?
Yes, you should. You absolutely should.
Okay, I gotta step away for one more second. Are you good on your own? I don't. You'd be good. I'm worried about this one.
You're
but
worried?
She's got her glasses on. I guess she's good. I just didn't know this was a thing.
I think she's been a real poopy diaper head, but I don't know for sure. Okay, so This is, I love this, and we're kind of doing this under the sea thing here, but now let me see, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so I want this to look more like things that you would find in the sand or in sedimentary layers, and I found this print, and I thought, wow, print it on both sides. That's when I was worried about saving paper. Or actually, I was thinking about doing a book this big, but I kind of, yeah, that didn't work out. So I've got this lovely print, and I want to print it with just the image, right? So I put it down. I don't put anything behind it because I don't want any of the background stuff. I just want this. All right? Now, I'm saying that out loud more to myself than I am to anyone else. Okay, so let's see some nice neutral colors that we've got going here.
Okay. Hopefully that's the last time I have to do that.
Oh, you're getting lots of exercise. Okay, we're going to try a little translucent red iron oxide in a heavy body. I usually use it from my fluid acrylics. Just shove that around in some spaces. And you know, we were talking about the different materials that stencils are made out of. One of the reasons that I like this stuff is when you put it down, it adheres to the surface. It's there. It's not going all, you know, winky wonky and wobbly on you when you start brayering over it. Well, for the most part.
I'm getting caught up on the chat here. Gayla says that he only does inappropriate comments on Patty Tolly Parrish's stream. It's okay. We'll get to know you better, Gayla. Then you can be inappropriate here. We know that these relationships take
well,
time.
if it's hot and I'm having a bad day,
She will be very inappropriate.
we might have a little bit of that going on here. I try to be professional or whatever the hell is that they call all that. But
It's you.
oh, look at that.
Just don't over-brayer it. She does that. It makes me angry. Because there's good things going. See. Boy, she's all perky today. I like that. You've been a little grump here lately. The baby's been sleeping with us the last 2 days. He thinks it has a lot to do with that. Oh, that's beautiful. Fran's gonna lose her mind.
I don't know where to put that to, so it can reside.
The only thing in eyes or ears is elbows. It's a rule. That's what Lizzie Beth says. There you go.
All right, come back here.
Hey, Kathy
This is when I need that
Got
thing
a crew of Kathys. I love it.
in the middle, and it went down before I wanted it to.
It sucked that paper up.
It did. And this other one underneath it is sucking
Also
it up
sucking.
too. God dang it.
There's a whole lot of sucking, but not like in the way that we all think. Hey, by the way, that reminds me, if you guys are enjoying what you're seeing, you popped in here, you know, at about this time, do give the thumbsy upsies, let other people know, hey, this seems interesting, at the very least.
Has a nice little sound to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I kind of liked that. Yes, Mo says, yes, we love some interpretation. Okay. Oh, yes, she needs to wear that eye guard at night, for sure. Was she telling you all about it?
Oh, that's what happened to my other eyeball.
Yeah, and why she was, like, very hesitant about even having all this done.
I told them it was very traumatic, and I put
Like
this off for a long time because, you know, I realize that they do eye transplants, but I don't think they do them on old people.
I don't know if that's true. I think it probably has to do with your health and just, you know. I don't know. I don't know that. Might be somebody here. Hey, Wendy. Ooh. Maybe we should do a sea journal. Or a fossil journal.
I would like fossil. The sea, I'm not, you know, I'm just not all that taken with
She
all
really
that.
isn't.
You know, cutesy pootsy.
It doesn't have to be cutesy pootsy.
Well, it would end up being cutesy pootsy.
Well,
Now, I would put this down. Look at this. Hey, Fran, check this out. I found this one. Because remember I told you I was doing some stuff with sprays and getting that crazing? Well, I found them.
oh, that's one of the new, hello, Tamari. That is one of the new Nautilus stencils. I don't know if it's style 1 or 2. That's, I can't remember which one's which. I think that's style 1.
I don't know.
There are 2 styles. They're also the
I don't
max.
have to know that. Excuse me. Okay. Now, I really like the subtlety of this for the background. So what am I thinking about pulling this with?
See, now I have to go looking up things, Gayla. Tambit. Do you know what Tambit is? And then she put... I don't know what that means. I'm going to Google that.
I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't listening.
Obviously, I wasn't either.
Sorry. Just don't know that I really want it to be like subtle, but I want it to pull it. And sometimes the ones that I want to pull it that are transparent don't necessarily pull it.
Oh.
You know, you just have all these things you have to think about. What?
So, a Tambit is Urban Dictionary says the male figure seen on street signs, pedestrians, stoplights, you know? The guy that's like, you know, walk or...
Halt.
But I think maybe she's talking to Tamari. Hey, Tishan. She's lurking. Hey, Janet. Those of you that are lurking, that is totally fine. But we won't say hello to you unless we know you're here. And if you're lurking, still give the thumbsy upsies.
Okay. Well, I'm going with this. You know, I'm scraping the bottom here of this, and it needs to be redone. And you know, redoing your paint after you figured out a formula, it's kind of like making that other earring. It's just like, I already made one. I don't really want to make another one that's exactly the same.
She never makes anything the same.
Just have a
Sometimes it's a
real
little
problem.
disappointing. Sometimes it's a good thing.
All right. Well, I'm hoping this is going to give us enough
Hello, Kim. Welcome.
stuff here, because I know it's got hoop-de-doo stuff in it.
Hoop-de-doo. What are you talking about? Hoop-de-doo.
I'm talking about,
Retarder?
yes, thank you.
How is it that I know that?
I
That
don't
scares
know.
me that I knew that a little bit.
Yes, you've learned how to read my mind. It's a frightening thing. Now I have to be more circumspect about my thoughts.
Oh man, the carnival paper isn't available online right now.
Oh, I'm so glad we got it when
Yeah,
we did.
And it came early. By the way.
All right, if this comes off of here, is that not going to be absolutely stunning?
Stunning. That was way more transparent than Wendy was expecting.
Yeah. Some of my paints are really transparent.
They even surprised her.
But they've got enough, hopefully they have enough in there to pull it. Okay, I'm going to let this rest because that will be my best bet. And let's see if we can pull this other one that we put on a while ago. Because we might use this for something.
You keep freaking out the lighting. I don't know what that's about.
Well, it's certainly pulling it off of there. Oh, except for that little divot.
Yeah.
That's some of that heavy-duty blue paint.
Yeah, you can fix that real quick though. That's
Yeah,
an
yeah.
easy little fix. That's nothing to get off.
Yeah, get your panties in a wad. Alrighty, look at that. Nice. You know, I love that turquoise.
I love it. I mean, it's a cool, like, for the next level. Next, you know, process.
It's gonna, need something else on there. Alright, now, I've got these two little jobbers. And isn't it interesting?
She won't do it, Fran.
What?
And says, if it doesn't pull, then add some gloss medium. I don't know what your resistance to that is, but you always see. Man, that thing's old. And actually, are those the real ones or are those the printouts?
These are the real. This is the stencil.
Because remember, I tried.
I've got. Oh my goodness! It
Remember
might
that?
be. That's why I've got all these alike. I went through my thing and I was going, holy moly! How did I manage? Because see this little occlusion down here on every one. 4 different ones of these, and I'm going, man, I don't know how I did that. That's amazing.
This is some amazing mono printing that created 5 prints almost exactly the same. Oh, funny.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh, well, anyway, this is going to be fun.
Because we were talking.
Oh, this is a print. This is a...
Yeah, I printed that out.
Mariah printed this out.
That's an inkjet printed. Because I've been testing things. I mean, well, this was a while back. I gave up on it because the yellow just...
really is a good color. Most of these, I'm less than impressed with the color. But
I think I also got that with the really expensive printer, so it's not really worth it because... And here's my gripe about... digitals and promising somebody something that I don't feel like they will get at least close to consistent results when they print it out on their printer. Most of you guys may not even care, but to me that matters. And so if I show something to you digitally, I feel like that should have a very close representation of what you are actually going to get when you print it.
boy, this is
But there are so many factors at play. What are your settings? What's your printer? What's your paper? How full is your printer cartridges? What brand of printer? I could go through the list of a million things. And I can tell you that between the 3 printers that I have, none of them could I get the same print from every single one of them. Even if I had as close of settings as possible. It just doesn't work that way.
Yep.
So that's my little, thing.
All right, now here's these little guys. I have some more of them somewhere, but
Hey, Judy, no worries.
they've gone away and they're hiding out and being shy.
Oh, here, I need to kind of think them.
Okay, so I'm going to put these down again because I want to use this as a, there they are. I want to use them as a mask.
That's why it's mixed media, Gayla. That print needs something else. Gel printing is just not going to do.
Yeah, sometimes this happens.
It's going into the gel. It's going into the pencil box.
All right, I just, I have trouble with 2. And I just, I don't know whether that, I'm kind of liking that edge over there, kind of grungy and crappy looking anyway. And when I pull this print...
And then there might be other things that show up that can count as your 3. A rule.
This is very true. And that certainly looks to be the case. All right, now the next thing is color. I'm thinking about doing something in a lavender hue that is really, really light. This is number 0300. Let's check it out. Yeah, I got a lot of that. Okay, Gayla, this is going to be really, really transparent. Like you're probably not even going to know. I don't know.
Oh, Connie says that
I didn't do.
you can get it. Yes, so you need to go to the Carnival website, like directly to them. And then it's probably less than what's on Amazon because they have to put their pricing in for all of that business, and then they will quote you shipping. So there you go.
Okay, this is going to be, I don't know what this is going to do. I don't know if it's going to do jack diddly squat.
Bye, Lee. Thanks for hanging.
But we're going to give it a go. And we're going to put those over there. I'm going to grab a piece of paper because this is going to go over. It is a different size.
Also, will be kind of interesting to see what the paint does to the ink from the inkjet. Now, these have sat for a long time, so
A very long time.
I do believe that plays a factor. Like if you were to just print something off and the ink hasn't fully saturated the paper and dried fully, it will be a bit more reactive. But inkjet ink will react, like, no matter what, to water or water-based products.
Well, look at that. It looks moldy.
In this crowd, that's a good thing. Hi, Michelle.
Okay, well, you can see it did out here, but there's just too much. Okay, well, no worries. It's a printed page. We're just, you know, just
keep on trucking.
Keep on trucking. Here we go. All right, we're going to go with a little darker color this time.
I will say that these prints are also printed, the inkjet printed version, the little swirly ninja star looking things here, are printed on the hammer mill, right?
Right.
Okay. I was pretty sure.
Now look
that's
at this. I've got this thing on the bottom here that I haven't done my little test on, but I can. All right, that's probably, I don't know. That's not gonna. That's gonna be kind of like my lavender that I just used. Not dark enough. Need to clean the lids on all of these. It's disgusting. All right, now here I've got this. Now I don't know. That might be just a little bit too dark. But we have this other stuff here you can use with it. I don't know.
So do remember, guys, that this Saturday is the Makers Creative Collab, the YouTube Hop. We've got a couple of, actually, let's see, who all is Sharon still here? We got Sharon, Judy P, Lisa, that's Serious Hecka, I think Michelle, Mixed Media. Well, she's not here. But then we have Diane, Kylie Koo.
Oh crap!
We've got Diana Art. Who else?
My dead comes stencils.
Many of the folks that were there last time. Heck, it was all the same as last time. We didn't add anybody new, but this coming up one, we have somebody new. I'm not going to announce that yet. But yes, I think I've seen everybody's video and I am super excited. I think every time I'm always like, oh, they've just done that much better. I don't know that we stepped it up much, but you know, I did what I could do. I got it done in record time.
Mine's unusual. It's not necessary.
Yeah. It's definitely collected. She collected things and put it together. Oh, Jayla says that I wonder, I lost my brayer the exact time that Patricia found a brayer. She's just like,
Isn't
it's
that
the
just
brayer portal? It was sucked through. Ooh, dramatic.
Some of this other stuff comes off.
You hope it does or doesn't?
Hope it does. Well, I lost
It
a lot
did
of some really. Whoa,
job. That's what
I'm
she
gonna
wanted.
save that.
Well, you could glue it onto the other piece. I can help you with that.
Yes, you can. Quite the gluer. Wrestling with this paper here.
Oh, thanks. No, yeah, and we do have those gradient labels. Yeah, if you want to put your paint swatches on.
Look at that.
Oh, what is it, Carla? I have some extra. I just couldn't. I couldn't bear to throw the cartridges away because they're so expensive, but I couldn't give them away. Remember?
Yeah. Had them listed for days. Days. Okay, well that's some pretty good stuff there. I think y'all see that? Everybody see that? Okay, moving on. Got a nice grungy plate there. We'll get back to that later. What do we got over here?
Oh, Michelle said she could see a kimono. I think you meant kimono. Or maybe she meant kimono.
Let's see if we can get this baby out.
Darcy, yes, sorry. Darcy's in the collab. I'm sorry. This is why I don't like to list things when I don't have it right in front of me. You needed to yell at me a little bit, Darcy. She's so sweet.
Look at that.
I'm very pleased with that as well. Fran? Oh yes, Fran gave hearts. Yep. Rainbow hearts.
That was a good one.
And she faints.
All right. So now we're going to go with a Jelly Shelly.
Yes, Colleen, that's what all the sneak peeks have been about.
What is it?
the collab sneak peeks. Yeah, people like to sneak peek it. I haven't sneak peeked. Well, I did it in the YouTuber collab group. You know, I just like to get them fired up or whatever. Note up. The Obi-Wan is very good. I have actually. Star Wars just makes me sad though. They just see Star Trek. It seems to be a lot nicer. Like there's a happy ending. Star Wars, it's always sad.
Movies, because they can kill people off. I like to watch series because I know that, you know, they're not going to kill off the main actor. So, you know, I'm not worried if they get kidnapped and buried in a box under 8 feet of.
They always make it through.
Yeah,
I need.
they'll muddle through. But on the movie, you're like, oh shit, they're dead.
Sugar business.
I need to mix up some more of this. This is some good stuff, Maynard.
So that's worth, you know, a remix.
Absolutely.
Okay.
This is the anthraquinone stuff.
Did you watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah, I watched it with Brad.
Yeah, well, it was it had a poopy ending too.
Yeah, I thought it was a cheap shot. The writer just got tired, you know, or sick or something and had a family emergency.
Oh, Brad's.
I don't know, but it was a sucky ending.
Yeah, I just don't kill off people I like. That just makes me angry. Sure way to get me to stop watching. I need more happy in my life.
Well, as you can see, I really got a little more out there than I needed, as evidenced by the fact that I'm still braring off here and having a muscle spasm in my shoulder from.
That's a Fran amount of paint there. she likes to put down that paint heavy. Violet was giving her
Look, I
giving
caught
her
it.
a little go.
No, 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 no. Over yonder, you must go. Okay, now I'm going to do this because I'm not going to flip this over because this is just going to make a big old mess.
All right.
We're just going to try and...
Yeah, you're going to wing it.
I'm winging it.
Okay, very good.
Winging it. And where's my brown paper?
Oh, I'm just loving that paper. Hey, those of you that are coming in, please do let us know that you're here. Say hello in the chat. We are live. Thumbsy upsies for those that have kind of snuck in and, you know, there's a thumbsy upsie.
I just really kind of enjoy that. That was a little longer than I probably needed to brayer. I was just having a real good time. Okay, let's see.
Getting some good ASMR kind of thing.
But it doesn't pick up the corners so well.
Oh, Colleen says that paper is good for the square book.
Oh, yeah.
And here's a cover for you right off the bat.
No kidding. I'm very fond of that piece of paper.
It's been around for a while.
It's been around.
It's been in many streams.
It's been in many streams. All right, you blue people, get ready to just lose your mind.
All right, give us those blue hearts in the chat. Light it up. All of our seafaring friends.
Ain't that purty?
Beachcombers.
Hot diggity. Okay.
Oh, there we go. Mo's giving us some good blue hearts.
Alrighty, now we've got an issue here that we probably need to deal with.
Yeah.
And this is the time to deal with it before we move on, because I think I've got my next round over here is going to be kind of golden browns.
Oh, well, yeah, we did a square
I'm
book.
going to leave some out in the middle. I don't really care about that. But I just know that I do not want to be
building up
on the corners and getting a big old rip in my paper.
Oh, Judy P, very nice. She mixed the hearts with splashes.
Oh.
Nisi gave us some purple hearts. Love it. Ooh, that's okay. It's like, man, that's on there.
It is. Boy, that's quite a few layers we're dealing with there.
Carla says that's what my husband says. They won't die yet. 20 minutes left.
Well, this is going to be a two baby wipe affair, I'm afraid.
And even like the Disney, the cartoon movies, they just make me cry. There's always something so sad. And I'm just like, oh. Izzy's into this wolf movie, and I'm like, whoa, that thing is terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's mother's getting killed.
But she didn't.
Wow.
She escaped, but boy, I tell you what, it was tense.
It was like, jeez.
I was like, okay, if they kill her off, I'm going to write a review, and I am going to send it to all the newspapers in the country.
Aww.
Because this is just wrong.
Mo says it's good to cry at movies. It cleans her eyes out. Hurts my soul. Plus, I have pug eyes that are in a constant cleaning out mode.
That's what Brad says. That cracks me up.
Pug's eye.
Pug guy over there, you know, she's got to have the fans turned off because it's causing her eyes to dry out. Okay, now we're back in business, folks. I know that wasn't very interesting. I apologize. Okay.
Hello, Sandra, and thank you very much. She says, oh, blue. And Sandra, I think you're behind again. I swear, she comes in and it puts her in that lag behind. Pull the little bar underneath.
Scoot it over,
Scoot
honey.
it over. Get caught up to the live.
Yeah, Mariah's always telling me that.
I'm telling her,
I was
pull your
always
bar.
doing that with friends. Okay, now we've got a choice here.
Exactly, Sharon.
We can do the stencil,
Okay.
or we can do the individual things. I'm thinking the stencil.
Yeah, do the stencil.
I'm thinking the stencil. And I want to see this, so
I was about to say, it's good. Careful there. It's very clean. I think it is,
I
right?
want to do the stencil because I think I can get some more interesting things. But I want to put it down because I'm using the stencil as a mask.
Well, no, aren't you technically stenciling through it? But you're going to mask off what is on the paper.
Because of the way I put it down. I didn't
Okay.
put it down with any color underneath. I'm putting the color on top. And what I am thinking here is I'm thinking about this thing that Patty showed with these two.
Yeah, sometimes if it lags like that, you have to catch it like every once in a while and bring it back up. Like it auto lags. Hers does that. It's so weird.
Yeah. I have a really old machine. Well, it's not old, but I mean, it's,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're here now, Sandra.
Okay.
We're back.
This is the mixture that I learned how to do from Patty.
Exactly, Carla. That's, yeah, you and Sharon, I'm with y'all.
And we're going to ombre it just a tiny little bit down here at the bottom with some where's my
90s angel wings, big angel wings. Oh,
transparent brown iron oxide.
we could do some cool angel wings. Or just like, one wing and then you gotta, put your wings together.
Wing it.
Wing it. Could add a, chicken wing in there too. Just to be funny. Want an angel wing or a chicken wing?
All right, here we go,
I like
folks.
saying that. Abby doesn't do sad movies either. I just, it's not worth it to me.
It really irks me when I do that.
I don't like sad commercials. I don't even like hearing them on the radio. Brad's like, oh God, she's tearing up. Like, yes, I am. Could you please take the channel?
Whoa! Tissue paper's attacking me.
I saw that.
Air conditioner came on. All kinds of things going on over here.
All right, Kathy wants to know, when you put a stencil down before the paint, you are adding the image to the paper. When you put the paint down before the stencil, you are removing the image from the paper.
This is true.
True that.
And you want to clean up your dadgum edges like, oh,
Sugar.
this
Jeez, lady.
right
Yeah,
here.
Breathe.
Makes me angry. Now I've got a rolly thing because I had to peel it off of the, so it's gonna
Okay.
hump up on me there. Gotta
It's
move
already
it.
fluffing up like, yes, bring it over here. Thither.
Oh,
That was alright. That was a little wonky, but
I feel like I planted the North 40.
that was a very physical thing. It's just,
I mean, I just feel like I've been fighting paper all day.
maybe you should just take a moment and put some tape on that stuff.
I want to do something like that for work.
We got 40
I'm
minutes.
Oh, well, maybe it is.
I think that, you know. Goodness. Oh, a peacock feather stencil. Well, you know, Lisa, like, not to, you know, say anything, but I think that, isn't it St. Hilaire? Yes. I believe she has some peacocky ones. Not to send you
All right, now,
elsewhere,
y'all,
but
just get
she
ready.
tell her that we sent you. That's what we're telling everybody. Just tell them that we sent you. That's all we ask.
Now, look at this loveliness we have left here.
Good job, Pete.
Of course, I planned all that.
Oh, hey! Chris is here.
Who?
Headless.
Oh.
Your box and
Okay,
cards.
I'm
It's
going to
amazing.
let this dry 100% because it's really not worth, you know, because if it was crap, I'd say, you know, who cares? But I think it's really nice.
Oh, goodness. Evie, I'm sorry.
What?
Evelyn, she was watching on Sunday and she kept asking questions but got no answers. Her roommate had the wrong video on the TV. Well, did you put them in the comments? Because I would have answered. Did I answer them?
Look at that.
That does remind me.
Loveliness
you guys can come back
there.
and read comments.
This is, okay, Izzy handed me these 4 pages and she said, this was my warm-up drawings. She scribbled all over them.
She's getting quite the little toot about things.
She just says amazing things. I don't know even where she hears that.
Oh.
I don't use that word, warm-up. Where's she? On some stupid YouTube thing.
Yeah, probably.
Look at that blue. Isn't that great?
Oh, yes. Those humane society. Yeah, don't even.
Oh, yeah.
You hear Sarah McLachlan singing, I gotta go.
She's out of
Because
there.
otherwise I'm going to be like dealing with that all day long.
She's amazing. Okay. I think we're ready for... Are we ready for some new stuff? I think I've gone through all the prints that I've pulled. Oh, no. We still got this one. And what are we going to do? We might have to bring back old... What do you call that thing? Oh, we might do a little bit of... What do we call this?
I don't know.
Joe's Buddy?
Well, that's one of Joe's buddies. That's mixed up Mabel. Because that's got the different shapes.
That might be kind of interesting.
Squares, triangles, and a little bit of circle.
What we might do is do some flipping and flopping and try to get it onto this.
I would like you to notice that I put 3 circles in there. Because I knew that if I only put 2 in there, you would complain about it. How about that?
I see that now. I would.
You would have seen it in a print and been like,
had some
that is
pistol-
unacceptable.
Oh, yeah. What were you thinking, Mariah? Honestly. All right, now, on this one, I think we're just going to go with a...
Mo, see, you're a stronger person than
What?
No, she says, I love a good choice of sad movie with hormones and chocolate on the side. Yeah, I don't know. I got too much of those feelings like most of the time, I guess. I got them all the time.
Okay, I'm using some of this lovely turquoise paint that my friend Anne sent me.
It's a good turquoise.
It's a very good turquoise. I used it on the cover of my circles.
Yes, and there are, I think there are 3 triangles in there too, or more than 3.
I see that. I like that.
Thank you.
Now, I'm not sure that I'm going to love this. This is a little more opaque than I really, really want. But I'm hoping I can pull off enough of this that...
Oh, did you ask it here or in a comment? But Ricky is asking, I asked a question today, ratio of paint to light and fluffy to make, pre-made color. And it kind of depends on really what you want to do. But I think, didn't you have the best luck with like the fluid acrylics?
Yes.
Or even the high flow? Because the high flow has they're very pigmented if you have golden paints or whatever. Now, once again, it depends on the paint and how much pigment is in the paint that you will want to put into the texture paste.
Okay, I'm going to do what I call a quick.
But I would say just go a little bit at a time and then get it to the color that you want.
Yes, yes, yes. Love that. Love that. Here's one of our failed.
Oh, goodness. Chris went to view a house the other day, and she ended up crying with the woman. Goodness.
Because she didn't want to move.
Oh yeah, I would cry with complete strangers, definitely.
Oh yeah, the drop of a hat. Truly. You know, I don't, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I'm just kind of winging it because nothing really happened there that I wanted to happen.
That's all right.
So,
hey, this one's wavy. What is this? Is this wavy windows style too? This one has the little, you know.
Yeah, and somebody said, their husband said, well, why would you want 2 of the same stencil? And they had to point out that it really wasn't.
Was that Lisa Mingus?
I don't know who it was, but I thought it was great.
I think it might have been her.
Well, that's very unimpressive, but you know what? We know what to do about that. Oh, I should have read
Christy, Christy Hartman is a big lover of the windows. She has done some amazing prints.
Okay, well, this is not very amazing right now, but it's gonna be. I'm serious. It's gonna be. I'm gonna make it happen here. We'll just use some of this. Oh, I should. These are always good to pull out when you want to pull stuff, but you cannot lollygag about and linger.
Sharing that, well, Mom P always said about the Titanic. She's like, I know how it ends. I don't need to watch that movie.
And that other thing about the Passion of Christ, I'm like, you know, I think I got that one.
Yeah. Oh.
Give me a break. Who watches this?
Yeah, some people, they just like, yeah, that makes me sad. Yes, empaths unite. First house we've seen and we are buying. Oh, good. That's always a good feeling. Good for you, Chris. Get them paid. Hey, Creatively. Oh, Michelle Mullen doesn't mind if the dinosaurs die. Yeah, I guess that one's kind of okay. It's like, you know.
The what?
If dinosaurs, you know, like a dinosaur movie.
Oh, when the dinosaurs die? Yeah, I don't give a shit about that.
Boy, I think.
Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa! Look at this! Look at this!
She needs to put 3/4 in the jar today.
Oh my gosh! Oh, what is that? Where did that come from?
Oh, that's like beaches. Remember, Brad? The first time Brad came over to our house when we were dating, Christy and I were watching Beaches, and he's like, "Oh my god." What have I got this year? I'm so sorry. It's on HBO. I mean, I even thinking about that movie. Look at me.
Oh, hey. Well, here, this will make you laugh and cheer you up.
Okay, good.
Remember when your dad came and I was.
Oh no, we are not talking about that. That is completely inappropriate. But yes, that is some funny stuff. But yeah.
I mean, it was, okay, it's the only part of the movie where they were having graphic intercourse. And we were watching it, and what was the name? It was some weird Korean thing.
What was it? Like water, like
Room-
chocolate? No, it was like water, like chocolate or something. Very weird Korean movie.
No, that wasn't it. That's a Mexican movie. Like Water for Chocolate. And it is sad too, though.
Huh?
Look at this, ladies and gents. Now, did I pull that baby
Well,
off?
Devin, you showed up in a really weird time.
Yeah. But anyway, okay, so and Scotty walks in. This is
Just walked right back out to the patio. Have a cigarette. Like, nope. Not even gonna deal with that with his girlfriend.
Yeah, and they
It was
were
a weird time.
They kind of just stood there and stared for a few minutes. Sorry, I had a little kertuffle here with my
She's been
my
fighting.
print got stuck to my stencil here.
She's
We
fighting
know
paper all
that
day.
is not a good thing. We've done that little fussing and fighting before. Now I want everybody to kind of take a moment,
Yes.
all frivolity aside,
Yes.
and really appreciate this.
That's some business. Because that was that weird murdery one with the
Wonky net.
wonky net. The stencil wonky net.
Yes, the stencil wonky net.
And
Which
then
I drew out every one of those little squares.
She did. Well, she painted them.
I painted them.
She painted them. Let's be real. I have gone back like numerous times cleaning up those little painted bits. That's actually more impressive. But yes, that's some good stuff. Now, what color was that? Was that from one of your little pots, or was it a tube? The blue.
Oh
'Cause
no,
that was
that's
a really good
totally,
choice.
Totally. Well, this was the
Gold.
This was the leftover from the turquoise
Yeah.
that didn't, kind of was like ho hum, and then we did this one.
I see the motion of the ocean. Very good. Yes. I like that.
I'm
Let's
just
see.
thinking maybe some more stuff, but I love this. Now, is Fran still with us? This is another example of some of that beading up of sprays.
Kayla says that genius should be recognized.
Absolutely.
Pause for a moment at least.
Absolutely.
Maybe we should start having that. We're going to pause for a genius break. Just a moment to
Really?
soak it all in.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, now I just discovered another pile here, y'all, so we're not
Of
done
course.
yet.
I'm like, when she tells me that, and the real shocker would be if she was like, I have no more piles. Now that I'd be like, oh my God, what happened?
What?
No more piles?
What? Look at this one. It's already got little squares on it. This was from when I was doing, I don't know what I was doing. I don't know. But anyway, but this is a good one too, look. And this one will be a really good one once I get something on here that, Where'd my square stencil go? I really like that. I think I'm liking that for this one.
Oh, goodness.
Sorry, guys. Having a moment here. I really wanted to get to graffiti too, because graffiti is such a good one.
Fran says she's here.
Okay, did you see that one that I showed you, Fran? What did I do with it? Oh, here. Yeah, because you were doing some really cool stuff with the inks, or not inks, just with the more transparent runny paints. This is with sprays.
Susan says the square book is coming along. Guess we've committed to something that we didn't even realize was going to be a thing.
Yeah,
I love it.
Okay, now I'm going to do this one because it's going to be two birds with one stone here. I've got this nice stuff out here already. Okay. Whoa. And what I'm thinking is using a nickel azo gold. Yeah,
Yes.
I think so. Or I could use one of my more purpley blues. Oh, that's not so purple.
No, keep it light, because then you can always come back with something dark. But it's like, once you start...
Well, no, I do agree. That's too dark. But this is pretty transparent.
Okay, do it. I'm not gonna argue with you about it.
I've decided I don't want to do that.
She's
I think
she
she's
would be
using
put up a fight about it. I don't
psychology
know.
on me, and she's not.
What stencil is the
allowing
runny golden spray print, please?
The what?
Oh, the runny gold spray print. The one that was crazing, and then you showed it just a moment ago again, I think.
Well, she wants to know what colors I used. Are you kidding me? This was 100 years ago.
That's not a stencil.
This is a stamp.
Is that a stamp?
Yeah, I made it. I made it out of some stuff that either
Was that
Lisa
that
or Judy sent. It was that
foamy?
corky stuff.
Oh, that's right.
The
'cause
sticky cork stuff.
This was when we were doing the book, when we first kind of did our very first little swap and make with Judy P and Lisa from Serious Hecka. But yeah, Judy P had sent us some cork.
And it was sticky on the back.
So she cut it up and made a little stampy thing.
And it's
Whatever happened to that?
I think it's on that top thing. I can't dig for it right now because it might cause an avalanche. It's not a thing we need to do right now. I will try to remember that later, though. Nickel azo gold is always a good paint to use when you are in doubt of what to do.
Oh, okay. Hey, Diane. Yeah, she's got her set to unlisted. I double checked it. She's good.
Ooh, what?
Oh, we're just talking about the hop videos because they have to set them to unlisted first.
Oh, I'm saving that.
And Diane's book is awesome. I'm very much in love with it. It's right up my alley. She's even got a good funny to the end. Make sure you stick to the end. Don't mess about. Pay attention.
Pay attention.
You missed the funnies.
Read the.
Well, that went a little greeny. I
Did
mean,
go a
we knew it was
little
gonna,
bit greeny on me.
We knew it was gonna happen.
We knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, Caroline she got a little sneaky peeky on I think, was it on Diane's or was it on Sharon's?
I'm pushing very hard. And there's no way I can register that.
Okay, yeah, Caroline got a sneaky peek. That's alright.
Look at this.
Ooh, look at that. How did that happen?
I haven't
A clue? Yeah, that's good.
I
Yeah.
haven't.
You didn't need a
I haven't
expletive.
a clue.
Hello, Peg.
Get some
How are
paper
ya?
down on this baby. Look at the stencil on the back here. Got some good
Yeah,
stuff
looks
happening
good.
there. All right.
Can we explain how the hop works? Well, tomorrow, on Saturday, I will post a playlist, and then, or you can, they all go public at the same time, and then you can watch all of us YouTubers that are in the Makers Creative Collab hop. And if you happen to have a channel and you want to be involved in the Makers Creative Collab, do reach out to me. We're always willing to add somebody. Sometimes people don't really want to participate in a particular month or whatever, and so we try to keep it around, the 14 or 15-ish mark, but depending on, who wants to be involved and whatnot. But yeah, that's the basics. Oh, bye, Louise. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you. Thank you. I hope we provided
we
you with what
didn't-
you wanted or needed.
You didn't know how you did the splashy bit?
I
little-
don't know. I just know how I did it. I don't know what colors I used.
Oh, but the little blop. What created the blop?
Oh, in the middle there?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
just a little bubble.
It's the mystery. I can see right where it is.
I'd say it was kind of like a bubble, since it was.
I don't know. I do not know. Okay, we're going to go with some transparent red iron oxide, and we're doing some open, so we might be able to get a bit of this on something else, which I should have lined up.
Yes, the list will be in Makers. I will post on Saturday at at 2 p.m. on Saturday. I will make a public post in Makers and probably even on YouTube, the list of everybody and their videos. And the playlist is nice because if you click it, then it'll just take you through everybody. And you can kind of pause. You always want to pause before it goes on to the next one. It's a little,
Especially if you want to make comments. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, look at that.
Oh, that's some good stuff.
Really like that. I'll have to save that.
Just say it's going in the file. That's a different file.
That's a different one. Not all piles are the same.
Oh, yes, and then Sharon will be live at PT. What is... I think is that 2 o'clock? Is it... Are you going live at the same time that the hop starts? Or is it 6? I think that's 6 our time. Because it's later here. That's right. It's 6 p.m. Central Time. 4 p.m. Pacific. Texture Junkies will be live on Saturday. She will probably post that in Makers. Whew, I'm struggling.
Well, now you know how I feel about 98% of the time.
Like, I wish it would just let me know all the time. Ooh. I really wish you would inspect that little blop so we knew more about it and its origins. We need an origin story of the little blop.
I just consider, what's there, and I don't know if this is the right thing to do.
Okay, it wasn't Lisa Mingus. Okay.
You got goopy stuff on the back of this, and it's, it's this Nautilus stencil that just
Yes,
keeps on giving.
And then we have Diane, who's somewhere in the future in Australia. Her and Lee. And then we have Michelle Mixed Media, and I think she's our only UKer this time.
Well, see, that added another interesting little layer.
But would you just stop with that one? Just.
Is it? Are we done?
You're done with that one. I think you should leave it alone.
Oh, you mean we're not done for the day? I'm just done with
you
this
got about
one.
20 minutes.
Okay, I'm going to agree with you, Mariah. I think you're absolutely right. Now, I still think this one needs something. I don't know what. Yet. But now this one needs something, too. It needs something dark over the top.
Oh, thanks, Susan. Yes, for those of you that have kind of come in here, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, do give the thumbsy upsies. We very much appreciate it. We are, this is towards the end. We're not the ending yet, but do come back, leave comments. If you're watching the replay, please leave comments below, ask questions, things of that nature. We like it, and I will respond. Sometimes P even does.
Sometimes I do.
She does.
Depends on what's going on with my value bee. Sometimes. Sometimes I'm just watching murder movies.
Mm-hmm. She needs a little break.
I can't talk. I can just, my eyes are just barely able to see the movie screen, much less sometimes the computer really gets to my eyes. I'm hoping that this new surgery is going to straighten some of that out. I'm really hoping that's the case. Looking forward to it.
Thanks, Kathy. I like that. This is good.
Pardon?
She says it's basically okay to give the thumbsy upsies. It's
okay. This is some of that rice paper that I'm less than fond of that people like. I just try to use it up kind of tissue paper because I've never put it on the plate that didn't have
She
it
gets a chunk and it tears. And
tears and makes me angry.
they have a relationship. It's complicated.
Yes. And it's not even a very good pickup, you know? I don't
It's
know.
all fuzzy.
You know? You know?
You know. I will tell you this. I liked it when we were doing the stamping thing on the rice paper. It's fun to collage with.
It really is, and it takes ink
Beautifully.
wonderfully.
Like spray ink stuff.
Yeah. That.
Oh, Kathy says, heads up, after your eye surgery, you're even more sensitive to light than...
That is my big...
Oh, she is. She's so...
Oh, I mean, when they do that test where they zoom that light across there, I mean, it takes me... when I go downstairs and Mariah is in her light thing, I have... And she
Just
turns
whip
it
it on
on.
her. She'll
I'm
be
just like, oh my God!
She's like
I
deer...
have to go away now.
Yeah, like deer in a
I'm gonna
headlight
puke.
situation. Oh, I think you have the blue light screen protector film stuff on your eyeglasses, right? The computer screen stuff. You don't?
I don't think so. I think I have. Mine just is for sun.
Well, once you're done with the cataracty thing, and you get, because you'll have new glasses, right? Like this isn't gonna fix your vision.
Well, yeah, but I'm not going to have any for a while because.
But the next ones you get, you should have that computer screen, the blue light. You know, like I bought just those glasses for.
Yeah. Well, is that going to affect my perception of color?
No.
Because that sounds like a really bad idea.
No, it will not.
I know I just keep using the same colors. I sort of apologize for that. I could whip out my purple or something else here, but I don't really like it.
Oh goodness, Evie had to. She's waiting, or have you had it done? But she had to. You know, COVID happened, and she had to wait to get her other eye done. So she had one eye done, and
You've
then
been walking around with like your eyeglasses out on one side. That's what they told me. I said,
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a very attractive.
I said, don't worry about it. It
Solution?
shouldn't go anywhere anyway. Although, you know, we do this. I'll get her
We
a
do
fancy
this.
patch.
Look at this.
Ooh. Oh, Davin does say, yes, it will affect it, Mariah. The blue block coating on glasses makes everything look more yellow.
Oh, and see, that's not good. I might just have to. I know at one time I had, because when I was doing a lot of computer work at school.
Maybe we should just get the clippy-on-y ones.
Yeah. Or I just had a separate pair of glasses that
Or for
I used
computer.
when I was at the computer.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that's what I have, is those ones downstairs. I just don't do it here because I don't want to look all Lisa Loebish.
Okay, well, we need to get this stuff on here off, because that's not what I want. I don't really know what I want, but that ain't it. You know, it's one of those things. I don't know what I want, but I don't want that.
Ah, the blue does affect the color. It doesn't change it, but it does look a little different. I don't think she would probably, like, it would throw her off so much. But who knows?
What about this? That's just gonna be. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna pull this with something wonderful. And
Okay.
It's gonna be wonderful all on its own.
I like that
You
idea.
just have to sometimes make that call. And what I'm gonna pull it with is this stuff.
Is that the Lucas Krill?
The mixture.
I do like some Lisa Loeb.
You like who?
Lisa Loeb. She was big in the 90s, and she had really black, thick glasses. So, you know, the ones that I got to wear the computer screen because I was having so much trouble. They really did help. What's Brown asking? Chet. Oh, yes. How are we hitting?
What is
Yeah,
it?
we need 2 more likes to hit 80. That'd be awesome. Come on. Who hasn't thumbsy upsy?
Yeah, even it out.
Even it out. Help us. Let's get there. Call up some friends. Tell them to get over here.
I don't know what that is, and I know that that's going to create a problem when I pull that. I'm going to be angry.
Coatings on the glasses, not the screens. Okay. Yeah, they usually are very nice. Like, if you want, like, to get exactly what you see on the plate, either a white or a cream is kind of the way to go.
Yeah.
So Lizzie Beth just bought some of the Paycon print paper. She says, can you give her some pointers?
Oh, I love that. That's what I'm using right now. I like it a
Good
lot.
stuff. And either side, right? You don't really...
I
Because it does have a different...
It does have a different feel on. One side's a little rougher than the other. And I don't really know what I used here, but I'll tell you in just a minute.
Oh, Lisa just got her stencil order. Woohoo. Ooh. Oh, no worries, Lois.
Get this out of here because I do not want to stick that down.
Yeah, so, yeah, about an hour and 45 ago. So that's 3 p.m. Central. And I think, so in Ireland, that's probably... Yeah, what time is it now, Lois? I think it's... So when we start, it's probably about 10? Is that right? Maybe. Telling you, I struggle. Thanks, Peg. I appreciate that. It's just as I'm watching two ways. So there's your 2 thumbs ups. Look at that. Hey, yo, now we're past it.
Did we make it?
You guys are awesome. Now how about 90? Call some friends. We need 90 people in here. That'd be awesome.
Well, Mariah's always said that if she ever got 100, that would be...
Oh, yeah. That's going to be a big deal. I'll tell you, if we hit 100 people, we'll think about something big to do. What do you guys think? Maybe a little stencil giveaway, or if we hit 100 viewers during a stream. We're getting close. It's exciting times here at
Exciting
PMR
times.
Studio. For sure. Frame it, Sandra says. She loved that. That's a good one.
Goodness, it's
Ten-
heavily laden with...
Okay, so yeah, you're 6 hours different. So we start at 9 p.m. your time. There we go. Hey, Dot. Yeah, Lizzie Beth. She says I struggle to make the afternoons. She's not making it on a Sunday.
Oh. Yeah, I completely concur with that. I think it'd be my...
Yeah. Maybe this Sunday we can do it. Bring a friend, or try to hit that 90 mark. Or right now, I mean, we're close. We just need 10 more people in here.
Hey, do I have an open...
And then maybe what I do is I can screenshot all the participants in the chat, and then we can do a little spinny giveaway of some stencils because you guys made it happen. Maybe that's what we do. That'll be fun. Fun.
Yeah, fun.
What are you going to do with that one?
I don't know.
Don't do red, please.
It's not red, but it doesn't want to
Coral?
cooperate.
Well, see, that's the universe telling you no.
You just shush it, Mariah.
Pink.
Dirty.
Oh, man, you guys had quite the trip there, Devin.
I just want to get this off here.
Okay, so not on a Sunday. All right. Maybe I like Thursdays. Thursday's kind of a fun. We get a little more loosey-goosey. Our Thursday thoughts will be bring a friend. We'll talk about friends. Let's see. I have heard someone ask folks to tag people in comments who aren't watching, but does that actually work? Tag people in comments. No, like, because you can only tag people in comments here. That might be, like, over on Facebook. That would probably work. But not here on YouTube. Pretty much the best thing to do would be to, like, how we have you guys sharing for the $100 giveaway. By the way, you guys are doing an awesome job in there. Appreciate that. But if you wanted to share to your personal profile an upcoming stream, that would then push it out to everybody that your friends, and then probably more would be likely to come over, and especially if you did it closer to the stream time. That would probably do kind of what we're trying to get done. That was pretty cool. I liked that. You have some weird little paint pieces coming off. No, on the stencil, from the stencil. Have you noticed that?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't even see it through the paper. Does it matter how long someone stays in the chat for the count? Well, I mean, like right now, I think that in order to be a participant, I think it does time it. I think. Because I have kind of a pretty good running thing, and it does change. So what we could do is do a thing where it's like, all right, go in, you guys all have to say that you're here, and then I screenshot it, and that's who would be entered into the giveaway once we hit that 100 mark of concurrent viewers. See, she's just clicked. She's stuck. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. No, that's one of the, that's the speedball. Baron. Because she said that she wanted something a little bigger and slicker. Right, P?
Yeah.
Are you having a good time?
I'm having a great time. Oh, I can't talk right now.
Okay, she's in the zone. So maybe you've been enjoying me just yammering on.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
This sounds complicated. It sort of is. But not really.
Yeah, now, see, I hit that a little bit early, so I'm losing a little bit of my pink, which I don't really care because it's just really not mine.
Well, like right now, mine says 78 is where we're at with the concurrent.
Okay, I'm going slick side on the Paycon.
Slick side on the Paycon, y'all.
I'm warming that baby up.
There you go, Ann. That works too. She said if she could get everyone in her family tuning in all on their devices at one time, we could go over 100. Yeah.
I can't even get my own family to
Yeah, we've invited
show
them.
up.
But then sometimes we're like, I don't know
Yeah,
if
it's
we
probably
want
just
them
as
here.
well.
That made a
They would
weird
just
noise.
make silly.
Ooh, like lava. Lava
Kind of
squares.
melty.
Mm-hmm.
Melty. Okay, now we're going to come back to this one because it's a little pukey pink.
Yes, that's right, Kathy. That they have to sign into YouTube in order to give the thumbsy upsies. Mm-hmm. That is true. Nice pink cover-up job, Deb C says.
Well, you see this, sweetie.
Oh, it's getting interesting in this last, few moments of the stream. Ooh, I love that. I love the volcano icon emoji. That's a good one. It was an eruption.
This is turquoise phthalo.
So what's
I
gonna
can say it as long as I don't look at it. But when I look at it,
It
it just
messes
throws
you up.
me up. I'm just like,
I can't read that word.
phthalo.
I start feeling lispy and weird. Like I've got marbles in my mouth. I like that, Heather.
This has got to be on the money.
So you're gonna
Honey.
go purpley-ish? with the pink areas?
Oh, hopefully.
It's kind of dark.
Kind of dark.
All right. Yes, Fred. She gave pukey faces on the pink. Oh, I like that you did an image transfer there.
I did an image transfer with paint. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
I think we should stop and talk about that for a second.
What?
That should not just be, let's not just skip over that for a moment.
Well,
About the fact that it image transferred.
the pink.
Yeah.
The pink image transferred onto the plate. That happens once in a while.
Right. This is exactly how the laser prints work because, laser prints
Collects that
right
paint where the image is.
Well, it holds it there and then it leaves it there. The paper grabs up the paint. Where the paint is, or the toner of a laser print, that's where it's going to push the paint back onto the plate. That's the transfer. Like a resist. Yes, in fact, that is exactly a resist.
Yep.
But they always call it like a laser transfer.
Yep. See if I can pick up this little bit that we've got out there because I think it would be interesting.
And Devin's going to be doing some cool stuff with some of our, I think. Is it okay if I say that, Devin? No pressure. Let me know.
See, that just pulled up a little bit. Added a little more shadowy effect in areas.
That was very nice.
Okay, I'm liking that. I'm liking that one. Oh, I love the Nautilus ones. I think these came out really
Well, we've
nice.
got 3 minutes. Do you want to just kind of review through the
Yes,
prints?
let's go through them because I think we did some good ones.
Yes. It was a good time. Good thoughts today.
Had some good stuff going on. Okay, I love these.
Yes.
On the old prints, remember this was a ghost print of this.
Mm-hmm.
And then what was left? No. Is that right?
We are good, Rennie. I'm glad you're here.
And then this one. Got lots of nice tissue paper today.
Oh, Caroline just bought the Ranger set with 3 plates. They are made by Gel Press. Yeah, so is it the little ones? Yeah, it went by super fast. It really did. It's always fun. Like, I think the time goes by really quick when you're, like, doing the prints. Because it's like, ooh, 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 ooh.
I'm showing you the tissue, too, because I think the tissue, some of it... Now, this is that... You can tell this is the rice paper.
Well, and keep in mind, this might be in your next order. So you saw it here. Oh, that goes well with my scarf.
I know. I love those colors.
I love
now,
it.
I'm not in love with this one yet.
It needs a little work.
It needs work, but I will make that work. I love this just like it is. This one needs some work. I think this is interesting.
No, Rennie, you didn't miss it. We just needed a little break from the circle book for a moment. So we had Thursday Thoughts. Wanted to show some of the newer stencils being used. I think on Sunday we will be wrapping it up. Right?
Yes. And I will have all my collage materials ready to go.
We will be back on the 27th. Actually, we will be back on that Sunday, so I will be most likely in the premiere chat of, this coming... Well, not this Sunday, because we'll be here this Sunday. We're doing our thing this Sunday. But the following Sunday is when we actually... we will be back. So both P and I will be in the premiere chat.
Okay, I'm thinking here to come in with some kind of either pale blue or white and add a little bit more interest in what's going on in the background. Because my blue, what I messed up here was my blue was too opaque. I needed to either brayer it out some more or use another blue. But, I mean, it's not horrible. It can certainly be fixed. I love this one. This is, remember this was the lavender to pull the ghost print? I love that one. I think that one's spectacular.
So, yeah, and if you guys want to get some orders in, like, this is the time because, yeah, so today, Friday, and if you get it in maybe early enough on Saturday, but that one's still going to be kind of iffy, we can ship it out. But
I think this is my favorite of the day. On an old print. But this is not my favorite. This is a really super swell, elegant brayer off. You must
oatmeal, yes, love that.
not forget those. I like this one a lot too. I really like, and see, this is what, when I say, if you use, because you see where this has gone over the pink, that is a whole different color. If you had mixed pink and blue to get that purple, it would never have come out like this.
And what's kind of funny is I'm looking across, the paint she used is more teal colored than what I'm seeing in the monitor, which looks very blue, like blue, like navy, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, well, parts of it are navy, but this and this.
We're not getting the greeny.
You're not getting that.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Bummer.
Today, Rennie, you gotta come back and watch the replay, and then leave us some stuff in the comments.
And I pulled this. I didn't do it, but I get to count it.
Yeah, she put this was the murdery on the, this was our mullet print. Pretty up front and murdery in the back.
This needs more work, but
yeah.
I think it's on its way. We've got some nice wavy stuff going on here. We can use some stencils over the top and make this really punch it up.
Oh yeah, that's right. And Brad, we have highlights from some of the, probably starting from like the second, from the beginning of the month, of our streams that'll be posting. So you guys can kind of, we would love for you to watch those, leave comments on those. I will be checking in on my phone, and so I'll try to answer comments or put P in charge of that, perhaps. A little bit, maybe. Maybe I'll log you, well, I don't, I'm always a little afraid of logging you in as PM Artist Studio and then you watch something that...
Oh, I know how to do that, Mariah.
All
I just don't do it because I can't remember, and people think I'm you, and they're asking me questions that I don't know the answer to, and I have to, fess up and say, well, this is the P part. You need to be talking to Adam.
Yeah.
That ain't under my purview.
Now, P is actually, she's awesome, obviously, answering any of the
technical
stuff or any of that stuff, but, yeah.
Hey, that's a pretty good...
Rennie was impressed. Like, I think she's like, oh my goodness. All right. Yes, dinner time. We agree with that. Thank you guys for watching and hanging out with us. This was an awesome Thursday Thoughts for sure. Great gel plate session. Lots of fun there. We love all of the interaction, and I mean, from the Makers Creative collab that's happening over in Makers. You guys are just blowing us away. I cannot wait for you guys to see the YouTubers, because, I mean, again, just stellar job all the way around. We are just proud to say that you guys are, our Makers people. I just, makes me so excited. Along with that, the $100 giveaway, you guys are just stellar job on that as well.
Rocking it.
Rocking it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that is the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. Do come over and join. There's been links dropped into the chat. If you want that information, hit the show me more information down below in the description box. You will get more information than you ever wanted. That's also information about our Arty perks and things of that nature. So, that all being said, we will see you Sunday. Bye, guys.
See you Sunday.